Sometimes in California, home buyers become aware of an ongoing charge, a special assessment on a property that they're interested in, known as Mello Roos. Where did this concept come from? What's the money for? And is a single special assessment called a Mello Roos? All this and more on the Title Insurance Experience. To understand the history of Mello Roos, we have to go back to 1978, when Proposition 13 was passed in California. Prop 13 now is a fixture in property tax law. It's the law that limits the increase in the assessed value of your home, in most cases to 2% per year. I don't want to shock you too much, but sometimes the government wants more money than this. Fast forward 4 years, and the Community Facility Act is passed in California in 1982, which was co-authored by State Senator Henry Mello and State Assemblyman Mike Roos. This, of course, is where we get the name Mello Roos. So to answer the most burning question from the intro, no, there's no such thing as a Mello Roos. But what about Prop 13? Isn't it supposed to limit this kind of thing? Mello Roos actually are not subject to Proposition 13 because Prop 13 relates to ad valorem property taxes that are based on the assessed value of the property. Mello Roos avoid this entirely by not having anything to do with the value of the property. The special assessment amount is set, and that's the amount that you pay every year, whether the property's value goes up, down, or stays the same. That said, it is a parcel tax, and it is collected on the property tax bill. Generally, the purpose of Mello Roos assessments is to provide funding for government services or public facilities that aren't really supported in the government's current budget. A very common example is Mello Roos being used to support schools or school districts that will serve new developments that are going to be subject to those Mello Roos. But it can also be used to pay for parks, roads, other facilities, really any government services. Very often in our Southern California market, Mello Roos are found on newer developments, newer homes. This is partially because 2/3 of property owners in a specific area have to approve any Mello Roos assessments in order for them to take effect. If a developer has not yet subdivided and sold the land that's going to become the residential area covered by these Mello Roos assessments, this means that they can unilaterally approve the assessment. It's an attractive option for developers because it can be used to offset or even replace any impact fees that they might be liable for. When new schools are being built to serve the new community, their construction can be financed through bonds secured against Mello Roos payments. But Mello Roos are not restricted to newer areas. If a community deems Mello Roos to be necessary and it's approved by 2/3 of the voters, then they can be assessed. Because of the way the assessments are structured, there is no standard dollar amount or percentage of the property value that I could give you to expect as a Mello Roos assessment on any particular property. In fact, Mello Roos actually cannot be based on the value of the property, lest they be an ad valorem tax subject to Prop 13. But you can find the special assessments itemized on the property tax bill for that parcel. The entry will usually also show a phone number for the company or organization servicing the assessment. You can call this number to ask any questions about that particular assessment for that particular parcel, such as whether it will go up over time and when the bond will mature and the Mello Roos will no longer be assessed. A gloriously happy day for California homeowners everywhere. Buyers should definitely be aware of these assessments, do their research and due diligence up front so that they understand what they'd be required to pay in any given purchase scenario. And if you're a homeowner, buyer, or industry professional, and you'd like some help determining what the Mello Roos situation is on any given parcel, I'd be happy to help. Hit me up at willfortitle.com/contact. And while you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any other valuable title and real estate related content in the future. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is WG from WFG, signing off.